go.
The legend.
Yeah.
What's happening, legend?
Shit in my throat right there. Hell.
It happens to legends.
It does, man. You know, it's just something we deal with. Shit.
Yeah, I see, man. I feel like one episode of Monday Night Raw, man, how the legends came out. Look at it.
Man.
I feel like it was one of these new. Feel like one of these new cats. Say what?
This is gonna be better than that.
Feel like one of these new guys, just kind of just standing in your shadow, man. Just showering and basking in your shadow, dog.
Man, I don't want nobody to think that. I want everybody to come stand next to me. You know, and enjoy the light with me.
This is true. I hear you. I mean, you got a big heart, man, but sometimes it just don't go that way. You know, it's all right.
Some people can't handle the light. You know.
Yeah, man. I gotta bring some shades when I'm around you. I can't lie.
Oh, shit, man. You already know I keep a fresh pair of shades with me every fucking where I go.
No doubt, man. How you feeling, bro? Where's your head at lately? Where's your spirits?
Oh man, I'm fucking excited, man. It's been I feel like I've been talking about this for a while now, but we're finally going down to New Orleans here in a couple months. I got some of the greasiest bastards I know going with me, so it's gonna be a fucking time.
Nice.
Other than that, man, I haven't been up to too much, man. Just kind of laying low. I went to work yesterday on my day off just to get some extra shit done.
True enough.
And other than that, man, yeah, just hanging out.
Keeping the spirits glowing, huh?
Yeah, man. Fucking been going to bed early on Sundays, aka passing out early.
You be going through a lot.
Man. Yeah. You know, I'm on my feet. It's almost 60 hours a week. You know, and once I get all those beers in me, hell, I don't want to stand up no more.
True enough. Shotgun to the chest will do that.
Man, no lie.
No doubt, man. I'll be definitely looking to hear some stories. The ones you can and can't tell on the air.
About to say, yeah.
Come on, New Orleans. Absolutely. Yeah, buddy. Yeah,
well, I just found out today my guy's dad's going. The guy that's getting married, his dad's going to be there.
Nice.
He's cool as fuck. I know when actually they first met me, first time I ever met them was when remember that big ass house we lived at down in Carbondale?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. They were all moving in, or they were down there for some weekend, his parents, and they're like, "Oh, that was your mugshot on the wall."
Nice.
That's how they, yeah. They're like, "Who's this guy?" I was like, "Oh yeah, he lives here. He'll be here in a little while."
First impression is strong.
Oh yeah, big time.
Big time. That is funny. That is funny.
How about you, man? What's been going on?
Oh, well, been teasing it for weeks. I think it's time I can say this out loud.
Okay.
You never realize like how many people you know and love and care for before you gotta like tell them news.
Yeah.
And
it's like how somebody else.
Yeah, telling as many people as possible like that you have news before you go to social media or your podcast and say things. You know
been there.
saying? And then you like realize, or you probably told more people than you needed to. Like you realize, you can tell by like people's reactions how much you actually should or should not have told them. So there was like a couple that was like, oh well, why did I even say anything?
Because like they're like, okay, cool, bet.
Yeah. It lets you know where your relationship really is. You know what I mean? So. As you guys have heard my chronicles in this world of DJing, the office that I currently work in is an offshoot branch of the headquarters office. Well, I'll put it this way: by the next episode, I will have moved again.
This is a big one.
This is a big one. This is the farthest I've ever moved. As far as locations go, it's the headquarters of this business. When I moved here, where I am 2 years ago, I moved from, just to give you an idea, because we keep it close, but I moved from Central Standard Time to Eastern Time. With this upcoming move, I will be moving from Eastern Time back to Central Standard Time. To give you an idea, any kind of idea, that what's that, like 10, 12 states Central Time. So
well, I mean, yeah, that's gonna be a big jump. But Central Standard Time, that's a big window.
Yeah, it gives them like 10 to 12 states so they can guess where I'm gonna be. I'm down for that. I'm born and raised in Central Standard Time, so I'm actually kind of excited to get back on Central Time. So,
I am too, man.
Yeah,
I feel bad calling late night sometime, and like, fuck, he's already probably asleep.
Oh, good.
You know?
Listen, that 60 minutes counts.
Oh, big time, dude.
It definitely counts, man. Shout to Dan Rather. It definitely counts. You see what I did? All the audiences. We just round them all up, man. But yeah, so I'll be going down there, taking on some added responsibilities along with what I'm doing already. So we'll adapt. It'll be the farthest I've ever moved from anything familiar. But if anybody can do it, this guy can. So
that's fucking right, man.
We're gonna make it shake, man. Salute to new chapters, new beginnings, and like I said, by this time next episode, I will have made that move. I'll be sitting in the middle of a wide open apartment with no furniture, and back to conducting business with no you, furniture. My guy. No furniture.
We gotta get you a chair or something.
Yeah. I'm looking to sell off like all my stuff, but I might take, like, I got a lawn chair that I really like, so I might bring that.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
I just locked a computer chair in my room in my dojo. You know.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
That's all I need.
Damn, man.
My shit's pretty small. My dojo's pretty confined.
No doubt. Compact, refined. Yeah. I feel you. This thing hasn't really set in yet, and that's just me naturally. Like, I've been on record saying how I'm just naturally underwhelmed with things. I think I might have to like wake up in the new spot a couple times to really realize that I'm here. Like, I am here. So.
I think it'll probably hit you more whenever you're actually like driving.
True. Yeah. That might be
once you like see that sign, you're like, okay, this is real.
Yeah, it's a real thing. It says the farthest I've ever moved. So the farthest I've ever driven at once is 6 hours. This is longer than a 6-hour drive. So I need to make sure I don't forget anything.
Yeah,
can't turn around.
They ain't gonna send it back to you.
Yeah, no. So it's weird, man. The you know what? I think it might set in once I have to like say bye to certain people. And hit that drive again. Yeah, like I'm naturally underwhelmed with things, but the things that I value the most are like relationships. I have me and a couple guys went out a couple weeks back, and you have those conversations, those nights out with the homies where you realize that, hey, we opened another door here in our friendship.
Mm-hmm.
We had one of those nights, man, and I talked about how I'm a bit of a ninja. I'm a bit of a nomad.
Yep.
Where I make a memory, and then poof, I'm gone to the next chapter.
I know how that goes.
Yeah. It sounds kind of sad to say it out loud, but
no, see, like, I don't think it is, man. Like,
yeah,
I don't think it's sad, like, at all. Really, like, it's like this. I mean, you made a mark,
right?
Like,
right.
What else do you need to do?
Yeah,
even if it was just that one time.
Yeah, I feel you.
You still made a mark big enough for them to remember.
Yeah, and how many marks can you make in one spot before you just got to be like, listen, can I just make some new marks?
Exactly. It's time to roll. Everybody goes through. Everybody thinks that, but not a lot of people can get up and fucking actually do it.
Yeah. Especially when you like, I'll talk to people about it and they'll be like, "Well, I don't know what's holding me back. Like, I don't know what's holding me back." I talk a lot about how comfort is dangerous.
Yeah, big time.
And
it is.
I kind of compare my life, like, we've talked about how I've lost people and lost things, lost people especially, to where I'm not even sure I have a specific comfort zone like that. Like, I don't have people to answer to. I'm you know who my favorite superhero is?
Who? Don't say Superman. No. Okay, cool.
Batman. It's not Superman, no. Batman, who had dark beginnings. Don't fucking follow
nobody's rules.
Yeah, dark. He lost both his parents. Dark beginnings. He's an orphan, and fights for the light, but he fights it under the darkness.
I mean, he always had Alfred there to, like, give him a little bit of.
Yeah,
you might not want to do that, but
right. Because somebody got to say it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And not a lot of people will say it. You know what I'm saying? And if they do say it, half the time the people that are saying it don't mean fuck,
you know
and don't really care.
Yeah,
they're just saying it because they think that's the right thing to say. But whenever somebody real says it, you know it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But I'll talk to people. I don't know really what's really holding me back. You know, maybe a matter of stacking up or listen. My gig is investing with me, so I'll say it that way. But like, I ain't got paper like that.
Yeah,
I ain't got paper. You know what I'm saying? So, like, sometimes you just gotta go on that limb. You know what I'm saying? Living comfortably is definitely a thing. That's what we're all striving for. But like, sometimes you just gotta go on that limb, man, and just make sure you stretch and hydrate. You know.
That's what it's all about.
And fucking breathe.
Staying hydrated, stretched.
Breathe deep and fucking stretch, man. Stretching is not gay.
No.
And even if it was, so what if stretching likes dicks to the mouth? So what? That's stretching's business. It ain't mine.
I mean, hell.
Hell.
I mean, it's still my body, but I'm not going to take it to that neighborhood of stretching. But hey.
Oh my god, yeah, man. Recently, this past weekend, I had some really, really cool shows. Those were fun. It's always a great night when you get surprised by the crowd. Like, I don't want to just say that I'm judgmental, but like, I gotta read people, and so I kind of judged a couple crowds wrong. I thought the noses were gonna be a lot higher in the air than they were, but no, they were jamming. They were jamming. Nice. Had one the weekend before, where I was actually, well, no, I won't say where I am because or where I went, but I kind of tell where I am. These two states in the Midwest. They border each other really closely. It's like really pretty. You cross this bridge that connects the two states, and it's just really gorgeous. And there's a lot of great energy in that city. Had one of the. What's that?
Well, yeah, I know what bridge you're talking about.
Yeah, I had one of the best nights as a host, MC, DJ. Period. Like, I ended up going out with the bride and groom for a little bit, for a couple drinks, and it showed me mad love, man. That's
the first time you ever had, isn't it? I mean,
I've went out once before, but not like, it was a little different this time. Typically, and it makes me think about. It makes me think about the idea of how much we give, or how much we're able to give, how much of ourselves we're able to give when we know there's only a certain amount of time that we have.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Go ahead.
No. I mean, yeah. Like, like every time I go back home, it's always unlimited time. You know, so you got to make it count.
Yeah, and I was thinking of it from a professional point of view, being a DJ, but also from a romantic point of view too. Like, if you know you got a finite amount of time, like, if you haven't watched them, you've at least heard of those romantic comedies where like some girl is traveling in Paris for like a week, and she's got 2 days left, and she meets some cool nigga named Jean-Luc, and fucking Jean-Luc like approaches, and she likes it, but like she kind of thinks he's like just running game. He's kind of corny, but he's smooth, he's charming, and he like bets her that he can make her fall in love for these last 2 days. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, like, she'd be stupid not to like see what it's about, you know? Because when the fuck are you gonna come back?
Indulge in that adventure, right? So I kind of think of like when I'm doing a show and I know that there's a 99.8% chance I'm never gonna see any of these people again. I say 99.8 because I actually, you know what, 99.5, because a couple weeks back I told the story about the young girl who got grounded when she said I was fine as fuck.
Yeah.
That wedding that I did, a guest, or rather a guest, a husband and wife, I actually did a wedding that they were at maybe 2-3 months before that.
Oh shit.
And I'm like, this shit all runs together after a while. Hey. Yeah, so I'm like, hey, guys, great to see you again. You know what I'm saying? I completely forgot. They told me the name of the person who it was, dude. I forgot.
But you remember them, though, right?
No. No, not at all.
Hey, what were we just talking about? Making a fucking mark.
Making a fucking mark, man. Absolutely. You know? And then this one that I did this past weekend, this girl walked in, she played piano at another wedding I did. So I'm like, yo, I've worked with you before. She's like, yeah, I did the blah wedding. That name actually like fake remembered, because it was a little more recent. But yeah, so what we're getting back to, 99.5% of these people are people that I'm never going to see again, right? So I'm fascinated with the idea of being able to make a mark on what is, for some, one of the top 3 most important days of their life that they'll always remember.
Yeah, you've been a part of a lot of those.
Yeah, I am intensely fascinated with the idea, tying it together, of being a ninja, of being a nomad, of just being this traveler. I'm fucking Elias, you know what I'm saying? Fucking drifter. So like, again, yeah, I'm intensely fascinated with the idea of making these marks on these people. And even if I forget, because I do so many of these, I get one shot with this one person, with this one group of people. And they're either going to remember me for being great or remember me for blowing it.
I mean, I've never been to any of the places that you've DJ'd, but I don't think any of the people. This is just my idea, my opinion of it. I don't think any of the people probably thought you blew it.
Not at all. There's one show I did.
Maybe a couple dickheads.
I think I may have even said the story on here too. It was the one who she told on me to her mom. She's like 34 years old. She told me. I wouldn't say I blew that one, but that wasn't like a great one. But they'll remember me for that, or at least she will. She'll remember me for that. Yeah. But like, yeah, no, it's an amazing thing. It's an amazing sociological project and a psychological project that I adore doing. Yeah. So in love and in professionally, like, the ideas of knowing that you got a certain amount of time. So how much of yourself can you give? And it's a tag team effort. They're giving me all their energy on that floor, right? I'm giving them my energy back, because when I see them jamming, it gets me excited. You know what I'm saying? One of my favorite songs one of my favorite sounds in the world is when I hit play on the next song and girls start screaming.
See, and then dude, that goes both ways, man. Because I've been to a ton of concerts and shit, and I have a good time watching the people I come see perform have a good fucking time.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah.
You know, because I'm like, I've been like, fuck it, I'm okay. Like, for instance, when I went and seen Slayer, it was probably almost a year ago, August 12th, down in Nashville.
Yeah.
And like, the singer didn't seem like he was having a good time, you know. And
you feel it.
They didn't stop. Like, they didn't stop in between. Like, they came out blazing. They didn't stop the whole time. But, I mean, it was a great show, great fucking show. You know, It was on their farewell tour. They're still on that farewell tour. Like, almost.
Never can say goodbye.
No, but like they didn't stop and talk and shit. But, like when I went and see Metallica in Indy back in March, like they played 2 songs. They stopped. So what's up, y'all? Like, how's the Metallica family doing? You know, and just they got intimate with the crowd. You know, and then still, like, dude, they fucking killed it, man. They all had a blast, and they're all in their almost 60s.
See, yeah, man. Like
if I could see any of those dudes before the show, I would just want to tell them, hey, man, have a good time out there tonight.
Facts. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Have a good time. It's so fascinating watching, like, there was like a group of girls, like 3 or 4 girls, like looking at me as I'm working the mic and moving, and like. It's kind of flattering because, you know, I'm just performing, but I'm giving back. It's a whole symbiotic thing. I'm so it's an interesting line of work. It really is. It's a great line of work. So, I compare it. I always say it's a traveling circus because, I mean, it really is. I get there 2.5 hours early. I'm the first in. I'm the last out. I'm breaking down shit long after people have left. And then I just go drift at 1 a.m. singing R&B songs, and on to the next show. It's if there, you know, it not that I can necessarily compare it to, you know, this is a wrestling podcast. Not that I can compare it to a WWE superstar, but like they get to see little bits of the city when they're coming in and when they're leaving, but. Maybe there's a memory made as they're coming in, as they're leaving, and a memory made during the show, but they all run together so much that, like, might be kind of hard to remember certain things or certain people that you may have seen twice, you know what I mean? So.
Like, you're living the Arthur Morgan life, you know?
Man. Yeah. Aww. Yeah. It's an interesting line of work.
We need to get you a trench and an old rusted cup.
Fucking revolver.
I can probably help you out with that.
Give me Flacco's revolver. Oh man, yeah, man. I had one last week on Prime Day. I guess it's Prime Week now. I guess it's Prime Week for Amazon Prime. It's like a week now. It's not just a day. But
I thought it was 2 days.
I don't fucking know, cause where I went to an Amazon plant, and they made it seem like, and talking to the supervisor, like he was doing different events. It was a Wednesday. He was doing different events like the Monday and Tuesday before. So I'm thinking maybe it's a week now. I don't fucking know, but yeah, man, I went to this Amazon plant. 12 straight hours of playing music. No repeats. Say what?
You get a break?
Well, you know, I had some playlists ready to where I could walk around the plant and just take my own breaks. 12 hours. Some of those videos. Yeah, no repeats. It's so fascinating. Well, first off, the morning shift is looking at me like, yo, what the fuck is this dude doing here? Like, the supervisor is so happy. Like, he's so geeked, so excited. His little staff is excited. But the actual workers were like, yo, what the fuck is this?
What's going on today at work? I know it's Prime Week, but what is this shit?
Like, what is this shit? And so, going on throughout the day, they kind of got more and more into it later on. So I'm thinking, you know what? Maybe they just had to get up early. It was too early for some bullshit, right? The second shift comes, and the second shift is down. Like, they rolling. The second shift was down. Like, they were sad I had to leave before their shift was up. You know what I'm saying?
All types of different workers?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I had a ball because I got to dig in a couple bags that I wouldn't normally. So,
that's what I was going to ask you.
Yeah. So, on one hand, I'm playing, like, old-time rock and roll, but then I get to play, like, Can I Get Her from Jay-Z. I had a ball. You know what I'm saying? I had a ball. So that wasn't the funny part, though. Like, it was funny, you know, the people watching at first. The irony to me was, so I got there a little bit early. I had to, let's put it in perspective. I had to be there at 9 a.m. I got there around 8:45, 8:50. It was a 2-hour drive.
You got there. Hold on. You got to be there at 9. You got there at 8:50, and you still had to set up.
Yeah. After driving 2 hours. So I get there, and it took them, no lie, it took them about 25 minutes to get me verified for a visitor badge.
Oh, I believe it.
So I'm like, yo, what the fuck? So
I mean, this is with mail. I mean, this is, if you fuck around in here, it's a federal offense, buddy.
Yeah, right, right. So they take me to where they think I'm supposed to set up. I'm not supposed to set up there. So they move me to another spot. There's no power source. So I'm just sitting there, and they say, listen, I'll be honest, I'm not exactly sure where you're supposed to set up. The guy who booked you isn't here yet. The guy who booked me was like 25 minutes late for work.
Oh, my.
So
he got some talking to him.
Man, well, he's a supervisor. Ain't nobody gonna tell him shit.
Shit.
Maybe his boss is in the ivory tower. Yeah. But so he tells me where I'm gonna be. There's a power source, but I had to wait for like these pallets to be moved. Like, keep in mind, it's a plant. Concrete floors, cardboard everywhere. They had to move
Amazon's
that.
like,
Yeah, huge. So all we're waiting for is a forklift to move these pallets, and I can get set up, get started. I'm seeing 6, 7, 9 forklifts, honk, beep, beeping all through this MF, and I'm like, yo, is somebody gonna? So the ironic part
their
to me,
supervisor already had those forklifts used.
Yeah. The ironic part to me of the whole thing is the idea of human error at the Amazon plant. Like, human error is a real thing, but to see so much human error at a place where you would think there should be none is just, I found that to just be really funny.
Man, think about all the other like big ass corporations.
Yeah.
Like with, I mean, since you've seen that human error there, shit, man, it's fucked up all over. I bet.
Oh, everywhere, and human error is a real thing.
Everybody's just scrambling.
But I feel like this is an Amazon plant. Like, y'all send packages for a living. I shouldn't see someone's big bottle of brown liquor hit the floor. Like, somebody's not getting their brown liquor. I seen it.
Oh. Damn, you can order liquor from Amazon now?
Listen, maybe it wasn't liquor. Maybe that's just the story I'm telling. It was a big old glass bottle of some brown liquid, and I know somebody's not getting it. Which man, I just found.
What happened to my shit?
Yeah. So once it kind of settled in that this is just going to be funny, like, it really just began to be a funny day. Like, they were finding ways to hook up as many speakers as possible, which was hilarious.
Blast the shit out.
Yeah, man, it was a really funny day. It really was after a while, but yeah, I was wearing this neon orange vest. Did I play any heavy metal? No. That doesn't really. It's not really conducive to parties. So there's no heavy metal in my case files.
You gotta get
that
some.
I remember. Should I? You know what? You know what? They got some AC/DC in there. That's the closest I could think.
Okay.
But,
I mean, there's a couple. I really only fuck with. I don't know. You know Stephen King.
Yeah.
He came out with a movie a long time ago called Maximum Overdrive with Emilio Estevez.
Okay.
And the whole soundtrack was AC/DC.
Nice.
That's the only AC/DC songs I fuck with.
Nice.
Everything else sucks.
Word. I'll be sure to timestamp this. No, that's good. I'll be sure to timestamp it with AC/DC sucks. But no, it was just a little fascinating thing. Like I said, it's a psychology experiment, a sociology experiment. So just seeing all that human error at a place where you would think there shouldn't be any was just really humorous to me. I don't know if I'm not sure how much of a mark I made there, but
talking to the workers.
A couple of the middle-aged ladies would come say hi. You know what I'm saying? Had some new, young, fresh meat. You know what I'm saying? Playing songs that they like to hear, songs that they like to sing.
Motherfuckers are afraid to say what's up, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, they are.
Like, middle-aged ladies are never afraid to say what's up. But, outside of that, it's like everybody else will look at you, and, like, if they see you looking at you back, they, like, look down or, like, act like they're doing something.
Well, see, you know what? That might be a demographic thing, because like black dudes, we say hi to like every black person on the street.
White people.
You said what?
But white people,
they looking down. They got the tight lip smile.
Yeah, the upside down, the frown smile.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. They're just thinking, "Hey, buddy."
You don't know how many times, like, I'm walking through the street and I'll nod, and they'll be like, "Who is that?" I don't know him.
They'll give you the nod that doesn't come back up.
Right. Dead ass, man. Yeah, man. It's just the solidarity we gotta show, man. So.
Oh shit.
Yeah, man. What a time. It might be a great time to start, man. I want to thank you for pressing play on episode 43 of The Hard Camera. THCXLIII. I am your guy, Juve. I'm sitting here with my tag team partner, Big Ren, the legendary, and together we are Private Party. Big Ren, let them know how they can reach you on the social medias, dog.
Alright, yeah, y'all can, you guys want to find me on social media? You're more than welcome to. I appreciate it, actually. We're pretty cool. To get linked up with some of you guys out there that actually listen to the show, you know.
No doubt.
So, yeah, if you guys want to find me on Twitter and Instagram, you can find me at @amaffucka, _MAAFHUCKA. Then you can also find me on Snapchat at MoffedUp316, MAAFFHHDUP316.
Yes, sir. Hit me on Twitter at Juvie Desayuno. That's JUVIDESAYUNO. Hit me on the Instagrams at Juvie Desayuno, JUVIDESAYUNO. Follow the show page on Twitter. Our crack Twitter staff gets it done at The Hard Camera, spelled like it should be spelled. We are English majors. Hit Facebook.com/Juve. Lastly, not leastly, search The Hard Camera on the YouTubington Jones and get the entire archive of The Hard Camera. So we are we're a little behind. Happened about a week ago.
She's been busy.
Yeah, should be shitting. Extreme Rules. Now, we don't have to dwell too much time on it because there have been multiple episodes of Raw and SmackDown since then. We can give a brief synopsis. How'd you like Extreme Rules?
Man, Extreme Rules fucked me up in a good way.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, it was, there was a lot of shit that we fucking, I mean, you got one right. Fuck me all up.
No
but
doubt.
I mean, hell, Ricochet losing the title was pretty surprising. Dan O'Brien and Rowan losing the title was very fucking surprising.
I hear you. Couple good surprises, yeah.
And then, I mean, fucking top it all off, the main event, shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's get to all that really quickly. But first, let's go over how we did. Big Ren, you went 6 of 9 for Extreme Rules, taking your total up to 24 out of 42, 57.14%. Your boy Juve, 7 of 9, taking my total up to 26 out of 42, 61.9%. The season is still young.
It's career season.
I hear you. Night is still young. There's a long way to go. But yeah, you mentioned first Ricochet losing the United States title to AJ Styles. Speak on it.
I mean, shit. Did anybody see that one coming?
Man, I you know what? I did not. I suppose I understood it. I mean, we talked about before having a confliction about that being AJ Styles. Like, does AJ Styles lose clean to Ricochet like that? While we talked about the U.S. title needing a little more solid, a little more continuity, a little more of a direction. So yeah, they changed hands again, but it being on AJ Styles, it cements his heel turn and lets us know that the club is going to be a faction to be reckoned with. So I'm not mad at it there. The match itself was another fun bout, man. What we expected. Go ahead.
Oh, it was great. I mean, yeah. I mean, and if anybody can bring some life to the U.S. title, I'm not saying Ricochet ain't good. Not saying that he couldn't do it, but if anybody could bring some life to the U.S. title right now, it would be fucking AJ fucking Styles.
No doubt. We'll go really briefly. Pushing forward, the New Day taking that title reign home. Like we said, we were not expecting that. We both saw Daniel Bryan and Rowan retaining, but it was a good surprise. Like it felt kind of good. Like it
felt fresh.
Yeah, like I wasn't gonna be mad that they lost, but like it felt kind of good. You know, the crowd popped nicely for it. Now all of New Day is holding gold or silver or whatever's on those SmackDown tag team titles.
You know, we didn't even see. Well, I mean, we've seen Daniel Bryan come out that following Tuesday on SmackDown.
They have no fucking clue what they're doing. No.
And he didn't say a word. He just pointed like an old man on the front porch.
Yeah, I don't think that was as much of a Daniel Bryan thing as a much. It seemed like they were trying to do a lot to add into that smack to give something for everyone to do. So it got kind of cluttered. It felt like to me on that SmackDown.
Well, and we didn't even see Daniel Bryan this week.
Yeah. So. Yeah, who knows? Maybe they didn't have a direction in mind and trying to figure it out. Going back to Extreme Rules, New Day defeating Heavy Machinery and Rowan and Daniel Bryan. Let's go. Things happened on the kickoff show. An impromptu match that it wasn't even advertised beforehand. Shinsuke Nakamura becoming Intercontinental Champion as well. Had to handle those tech difficulties. But yeah, Shinsuke Nakamura defeating Finn Balor for the Intercontinental Championship. Finn Balor's reign was very non-eventful. He had a couple matches with Andrade.
On the pre-show?
Yeah, unannounced. Yeah, and then we finally, to tie it in, since we're talking about the Finn Balor story arc, we finally got the return of one Bray Wyatt. The Fiend, Bray Wyatt. So is this finisher still called Sister Abigail? I believe that's what Michael Cole said. I feel like
they should give him a whole new. Give him a new finisher at least.
A new name for it. I mean, that finisher is hard. That finisher is hard.
I mean, it's hard. You can't do the same thing and call it something different.
Yeah. Well, I mean, why not? I
don't know. I mean, I don't.
I feel like the Sister Abigail thing got absolved with the Matt Hardy thing. I mean, and the more we forget about that, I'm down. But it feels like Sister Abigail should be with the old Bray Wyatt in the Bayou. He could call this move the good shit, pal. I don't care. Sister Abigail seems passe. I think this move, I mean, he can keep the move. It's a fire move. But yeah, call it the Fun House or some shit. I don't know.
Hey, that'd be tight.
Yeah, call it the Fun House.
Right on the Fun House.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so book it.
Book it.
It looks like we're going to have Finn Balor and Bray Wyatt at SummerSlam.
See, I was just actually going to say, like, they are really not giving him a rematch.
Hey, no rematches.
They were serious about it, but
yeah, they were serious this time.
Smackville shit they're doing this weekend in Nashville, the other glorified house show they're going to put on the network. Yeah. Shinsuke is fighting Finn.
I don't even count that shit.
I mean, they're advertising it. I mean, they're showing on the network and shit. So I mean, hey, it's on there.
Yeah, it's on there. But I don't count that shit. We know it's a house show. I ain't rolling. They'll probably have a good match, a great showing, but I don't count that as a rematch.
No.
Yeah. Looks like we're getting Bray and Finn at SummerSlam. I see this coming. I mean, a mile away. Bray has to win. He has to start strong with this new character arc. So. They better keep. You know what? You would think that this calls for the Demon, right? But keep the Demon.
I mean, like
it's for me because I saw the Demon in NXT. The Demon lost one time in NXT, and that was when Finn was about to go to the main roster, and he lost in a steel cage to a murderous Samoa Joe. I don't want to see the Demon. I don't think they'll build the match well enough for the Demon to lose and still look good in losing. So let Finn be a regular guy.
Exactly.
Let the Fiend all over Finn, and go from there. Let him get his break and come back. Yep,
question. Good. Is the Fiend the new Demon?
The Fiend is a Fiend to me.
But you know what I'm saying? Like
I see what you mean. Yep, I see what you mean. The thing is, we haven't seen, and I'll be honest, I didn't catch Raw when he attacked Mick Foley, but the screenshot I saw, I believe he had the Fiend mask on, right?
Yeah.
So
I don't think we're actually going to see Bray without the Fiend mask on.
That's what I was going to. Yeah. Right.
Trump.
So it feels like to me, Bray without the mask is like Mr. Rogers in the backstage promos, but the guy we're gonna get in the ring looks like the Fiend. He's gonna keep the mask on at all times, which is kind of cool. I'm down for that. That's kind of hard.
Oh yeah, no, that's exactly how. Like whenever we figured out what this was actually gonna be. Yes, that's exactly the way I was hoping it was going to go.
That's hard.
But there's no point in Bray Wyatt, Mr. Rogers out there in the ring.
Yeah, no.
We can save all that. We can skip all that and just have him on cutting promos as the fucked up Mr. Rogers or whatever, and then in the ring, that's all we see is the Fiend.
I'm with it. I'm rolling. What else happened before the big news? The last man standing match was cool.
Yeah.
Nice hoss fight, two big dudes fighting.
Yeah, we haven't had like a nice big motherfucker brawl.
Yeah.
In a while. And that actually was it was good. Like they let him play, they let him have fun with it. You know?
It was solid, man. LeBron Strowman came through that wall like the fucking Kool-Aid, man. I'm done with you. Pow! Busting through walls and shit.
I've heard that in so long.
Yeah, man. So
man,
that was a good look. Let's see. What else happened? Bayley won. We may get some more Usos revival, which I'm looking forward to as well. But the big news of the night, they didn't take my idea, dog. I had a cash money idea. Wait till Survivor Series and Brock Lesnar cashing on both guys. But to no avail, as we have a new Universal Champion. Brock Lesnar came and knocked the buildings down and burned it down, so to speak.
That shit might have actually changed.
I think you're onto something because with SummerSlam, I don't think we're going to see the same congested card the way we did at WrestleMania. I mean, it's still going to be a long one. Paul.
I hope there's not as many matches.
Yeah. I think this
like,
one will clearly be the main event.
Yeah, no, it definitely should be.
So,
I mean, just because like the reactions they got from WrestleMania from it being the first match of the night, and the reaction they got from Extreme Rules ending the night.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And there's no overriding storyline that it seems more important. Like the women's storylines aren't as important. I think the women's matches are kind of underwhelming for the upcoming SummerSlam. But you might be onto something in the sense that we might get a full match versus the sprint. The full Seth Rollins Brock Lesnar match. The thing to me is like, and of course we'll talk about it more in a couple weeks once we get there, but doing this match, like, where do they go? Does Brock beat? Because if Brock beats Seth, we got the same Brock Lesnar reign that we've had before, unless he shows up more, who knows? But if Seth beats Brock, how much did we accomplish if Seth just beats Brock again and goes back to the title reign?
I mean, shit, dude. Either way it goes, we still haven't moved very far.
Exactly. Either way it goes. Did we do anything?
And diehard fans are going to know that. They're going to see that. And they're going to be upset. I mean, a ton of people are upset as right now, even about, okay, we got Seth and Brock again at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo.
Yeah, and I wasn't upset, but it's also kind of like, meh. None of the options moved the needle for me of that 10-man. There was I was talking about this longtime listener and homie Evan. Actually, shout out to Evan. He got some. We'll talk about Fight for the Fall in here soon. He had some screen time on Fight for the Fall, and salute to him. He's a legend.
He was too.
He was there. Yeah. We were talking about there was a YouTube promo from WWE on the WWE YouTube channel where Big E was talking about going for the Universal Championship. He said it's the night before Raw, so I'm thinking, okay, maybe they'll spice it up, go Big E Brock Lesnar, which is a match I didn't realize I wanted to see until then. But
that should be tight.
It would be really fun to see two Brock Lesnar's, not too many Big E's. But none of those options really move the needle for me. Like, I don't want to see Brock Lesnar and Rey Mysterio.
Who does?
I don't want to see Brock and Randy. I mean, they got unfinished business, but like, so we've seen Brock and Braun. Braun, I think, I mean, yeah, they can maybe heat somebody up really fast, but Braun, they still got to figure out the Braun thing. Roman Reigns, I mean, it would have made a nice redemption story, but Roman and Brock we've seen multiple times. None of those options really move the needle for me like that. So
No, I 100% agree with you.
yeah, Cesaro would have been cool. They're not gonna put Cesaro in the main event of SummerSlam.
We haven't seen Cesaro since, well, I mean, it was only last week where we had the rematch with Alistair.
Yeah, that SmackDown. Yeah. So again, yeah, we'll talk more about it.
See Alistair this week, but
Say it again.
we didn't see Alistair this week either.
Yeah,
this week,
true.
except for a Burger King fucking promo.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll talk about it more in the upcoming weeks of SummerSlam. We'll see how the build goes. This past Monday didn't seem that promising to me. I'll be honest, I didn't see the Raw reunion. I just read the reviews. From all accounts, it didn't sound like it was anything special that I missed.
No, you didn't.
No. They had the Seth Rollins, AJ Styles segment, which was actually meant for Ricochet. They had to slot Seth Rollins in that slot, and then he didn't even get to get in on the group hug with DX and the Click. So, legends.
Yeah. I shit. You got to be in the Click.
I guess so, man. Yeah. Kofi Kingston, Samoa Joe was cool. It seemed like it just kind of ended.
Just like the past couple Joe matches we had at pay-per-views.
Seemed like it just kind of ended. We are getting the... Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, yeah, I mean, the past couple times we've seen Joe at pay-per-views, it was just kind of like, really, that was it?
Yeah. He's had some. No, the Ricochet match, I'll give him that. The Ricochet match was mad decent. That built well. The Ray thing was weird at Money in the Bank. He snatched up Bray in 42 seconds at WrestleMania. So yeah, his last few pay-per-view outings have just been, they've been all over the map. We are getting the Kofi Kingston Randy Orton match that I figured we would get for SummerSlam.
That'll be fun.
I think it'll be fun, man. They've got a lot of backstory to play off of, so I'll be looking forward to how they build this the upcoming weeks. Like I said, the Kofi reign has been, up to when they were both champions. The Kofi reign was a lot more entertaining than the Seth Rollins reign. So, and this is just another chapter to it. So I'm down to see this. So yeah.
Orton got cracked on SmackDown.
Yeah, Trouble in Paradise, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
It was nice.
I'm rolling. Speaking of Seth Rollins, I would bring him up again. Do you think, and of course we talked about the title reigns, that is what it is. Seth Rollins, now his moveset says babyface. He can do it all. He can flip, flop, fly. His mic work, though, it doesn't come off as convincing to me. Is Seth Rollins better as a heel to you?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah. A better heel than babyface?
He's got more to talk. He's got more to talk about. He's got more to fucking gun. He's got shit talking as a heel.
He's big enough to be a convincing babyface the way he is, but he's not so big that he's small enough to be that dickhead heel he was before.
So you think he can do both? A little bit of both?
He can do both. His face work isn't bad, but Seth Rollins, the heel, knew how to make motherfuckers hate him.
Yeah,
he was good at that. So,
and I feel like he doesn't know how to make people like him as much.
Yeah, he knows how to make people like him with his in-ring work, but his character work, a little shaky.
Yeah, bingo. You hit on the head.
Character work is a little shaky. So, his, fiery babyface guy. And I don't know, it's all speculation. Again, we don't know what's going on. To me, the best baby faces, or rather, to make a great baby face, you need a great heel. And I don't know too many great heels in WWE right now.
I mean, Lesnar, but he's not on every night.
Exactly. And I think that might be why he's one of the best heels, because he's not there all the time. So that's why people are mad at him. People love watching Brock whoop ass.
Oh yeah, I mean, people will talk the most shit about Brock Lesnar being the champion, but every time he takes motherfucker to Suplex City, it's on.
It moves the needle. Yeah, it moves the needle. Shane McMahon might be a great heel, but he might, I don't know, maybe an annoying heel. I was catching myself as I said it because him being an annoying heel might be why he's a great heel.
Well, okay, yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah.
But I agree with that because I hate it.
Yeah,
and
right.
That's what it's supposed to be.
And that's the fun of pro wrestling. It's like, do we hate him because, like, is he a great heel because he's a McMahon and he knows the business, or is he a great heel because he's a McMahon on TV taking time from people?
Number two.
Right. Like all the reasons why. Which is why Kevin Owens might be on that path, man. He might be on that path. Low key. Dude, he might be bubbling.
Kevin Owens has been on fire these past couple weeks, dude.
He might be bubbling, so that's
dude, his stunners are fucking good. Shane to learn how to get in the spot a little bit better, but yeah.
True enough. So we might be seeing something with Kevin Owens. But yeah, so I mean, we go back to Seth and Brock. Brock is the ultimate heel because he's not there. I wonder how sympathetic he can make Seth Rollins in the ring and on the microphone in these upcoming weeks, and where we even go next, saying, if Seth wins or whoever wins. So yeah, we got a lot coming up these next couple weeks for SummerSlam. Speaking of SummerSlam, so what's been booked, right? The 2 title matches and the 2 women's matches, right?
And
Bray and Finn is Is that's unofficial, right? Or has that been
No,
set?
no, it's booked. They booked that.
They booked that one. They booked Kevin and Shane.
Yes.
They're probably gonna book Dolph Ziggler and Miz. You think?
Oh yeah, from what happened on SmackDown,
yeah.
And I'm thinking we might get a special guest ref.
You think he'll be part of that?
I mean, HBK took a fucking hard super kick.
Yeah. I think he was just there for the build to call Dolph Ziggler a second-rate Shawn Michaels.
I mean, you can't take a super kick and not come back.
I mean, shit. Who knows? Who knows?
But like at the same time, though, too, like there's so many there's a thing that I think that could happen that night if they do that with Miz and Dolph and special guest ref HBK. Hell, HBK could be like, "Fuck you, Miz. This guy called me out and he brought it to the table. I'm gonna side with him."
Yeah, but an HBK heel turn means he'd have to be on TV to justify it, right? Like when he super kicked,
when he get back in the ring after that Saudi. HBK said he wasn't going to get back in the ring.
Exactly,
after that Saudi.
Exactly. Which is why you can't turn legends heel like that, because you gotta, heels have to get their comeuppance. So when he super kicked Daniel Bryan during Daniel Bryan's championship run, he had to show back up and tap out to the yes lock. And I don't see Shawn making any more appearances like that on even a semi-regular. And if he does, it wouldn't be for a Dolph Ziggler Miz feud that we've seen multiple times. This is gonna be like their third or fourth SummerSlam match.
I didn't know all that.
Yeah, they've yeah. If Shawn's coming back, it's gonna be for a big program. You know what I mean? Not for. And I don't mean coming back like being in the ring, but I mean like even lending like that much of his promo time. You know what I'm saying? So I think this was a one and done. Of course, I could be wrong. Of course. Not to shy away from my point, but now that we're on Dolph Ziggler and Miz, this feud started off mad lazy to me.
You think it picked up?
I mean, yeah, with what happened, but I think the start of it was mad lazy to me.
Yeah, no, there was. I mean, this was supposed to go nowhere.
Like Dolph lost to Kevin the night before in 17 seconds, and is he just supposed to like? And of course, yeah, he had the rematch with Kevin later on SmackDown, but like, okay, I'll just go to Miz TV and talk about Miz's wife randomly. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see what you're getting at.
I'm just picking nits, I guess, but I give me some continuity. But what I was getting to about SummerSlam, so we've got what? It's August 11th. We've got 3 weeks. So 8. So what? Two more Raws and SmackDowns, really?
Mm-hmm.
We don't have Roman Reigns booked. We don't have Drew McIntyre booked. We don't have Braun Strowman booked. We don't have Charlotte Flair booked.
Charlotte made that aware on SmackDown.
Exactly. Yeah. But like, we've got a lot of holes to fill.
Well, and I feel like this reunion show they pulled on Raw completely took away from the build for SummerSlam.
It did. It was poorly timed. And we know it was another ratings grab, but like it was poorly timed, and it seemed like, again, I was just reading, it seemed like they didn't really do enough to build towards SummerSlam. They could have interweaved some more stories. AJ Styles isn't booked for SummerSlam.
Like there was no what was the point of this reunion? Like they didn't certify nothing, they didn't christen anything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like it was just, like you said, it was just straight up a ratings grab, and they did too today. I read that they actually got over 3 million viewers. This is the first time in a couple months.
Yeah.
So I mean, not to dog this show, but let's see how the ratings are next week.
You know, and we see that it worked, but that again, and we've talked about it before, that goes back to them not being able to build new stars.
Yes.
Right? So the over-reliance of everything, but I mean, I'm seeing that they may want to get away from the PG rating. So they'll say ass a little bit more. Say it again.
They've been saying that a little bit.
Yeah, but the thing is though, that's Like, so what? Like, listen,
Yeah, that's not even part of the product.
Exactly.
Like,
you can do PG. Listen, we've got grown adults. Listen, I went to the movie theater to see Power Rangers live action. Right? You got grown adults going to see Toy Story 4, Lion King, The Jungle Book. Now, yeah, there's the nostalgia factor, but also you can do quality work with a PG rating.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not even so much that, they're going to say ass a little bit more. They might break some stuff. Just do quality work.
Do you think this is another one of the few rabbits Vince has to pull off his hat?
What do you mean?
But the reunion show wasn't their idea; it was USA's idea.
It was another idea from USA. I think.
Yeah.
I think that with the hiring of Paul Heyman and Eric Bischoff is where it's the acknowledgement that, okay, we need some kind of fresh thinking in here. That's an open acknowledgement.
Oh yeah.
So
then the first time we seen Bischoff was on Raw.
Yeah. And yeah, he just started the work. And the thing with that too, we got to be patient. Like, you don't just turn around a whole ship within a week or two. Especially Eric being gone for so long, SmackDown, I don't expect to fully see SmackDown under Eric's vision until it gets to Fox, to be quite honest.
So you don't see him throwing in just a little bit of work after SummerSlam?
No. He definitely he's starting now, but being gone for so long, he's got to get used to what a creative. Say it again.
He's got to get his feet wet.
He got to get his feet wet. He's got to get used to what the creative process is like now in 2019, to WWE's creative process. He has to find ways to take what they've already done and then implement his ideas to fit what his vision is. So, to blow a system up, you got to get in the middle of it and see how it works. So,
I hope we can fuck up.
Yeah, so I don't expect to see his full vision. Of course, we're gonna see glimpses, but I don't expect to see his full vision until October. We've seen glimpses of what Paul Heyman is, but he's been within that infrastructure working creatively for years now. He just has a stronger title, you know what I mean? But SummerSlam is coming, and there's a lot of big names not booked, man. There's only 2 Raws left, so 2 Raws, 2 SmackDowns left, so we'll see, dog.
I'm hoping everybody's crunching over there. Yeah. You know, it's time to go.
Yeah, I hear you, man.
It's time to hit this shit hard.
I can't imagine a SummerSlam without Roman Reigns. Man. Yeah, man. Yeah, so we'll see. We also recently had AEW's Fight for the Fallen. What did you think of the show overall?
I enjoyed it, man.
Yeah.
It was there was a couple times that, like, when I was watching it was there, I mean, and I would be being too critical about it, but like,
get your bars off.
There was just a couple slip-ups. I felt like that spots were missed and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But like, boy, I mean, you said you had a homie in the crowd, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude, I had a fucking homie in the crowd. Fucking, my boy, his girlfriend, the place that she works, sponsored the whole deal, and they got front row seats and shit.
Nice. Farrah and Farrah.
Yeah, Farrah and Farrah.
Nice.
And fucking Janela ripped up his fucking sign.
So that must have been during like a cut scene, or maybe I was looking for it. I may have just not seen it.
See it.
Yeah, gotcha.
I went back and forth and watched, and he was giving a little shot to Cornette, Outlaw Mud Wrestling for life.
That's funny.
Janela ripped it up.
That's funny. I like the show overall. I remember this was after, was it Double or Nothing? I think it was after Fyter Fest, where I said that the characters are playing a lot more into shades of gray. That 6-man really did a good job for me of kind of dispelling what I was thinking. Of course, I already thought of MJF. MJF is a heel, right? But they did a lot more clear and better heel work. Shawn Spears, right, on the verge of being a top heel. MJF is a heel. Sammy Guevara did his thing as a heel. So there are clear heels. Darby Allin is going to be a star.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
he's going to be a star. He's a babyface, but a dark babyface, a never say die babyface. He's going to be a star. So I'm looking forward to where he goes.
Darby Allin could like go heel for a match, and then the next night be like, "What did I do?" Yeah.
He'll be able to dip into that heel side just based on his persona. Yeah, he's like Batman. I like that.
Like a fucking Batman. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I like that. That's dope. You know who's going to be really good? Well, I guess they've always been good at kind of dipping between heel and face. The Young Bucks.
I was going to say, I didn't want to say it, but yeah.
The Young Bucks. Like, they were the heels in that match, and then they turned back babyface afterward. But that's not the first match that I've seen them kind of be the heels and be petty dickheads within the match.
Hey, I told you those pictures weren't fucking spoilers.
They were.
Oh, only one of them was.
Nah, they were. Because I went into it, so well, no one knows, but Ren sent me some pictures of his friend taking pictures with, Cody, Dustin, whoever it was.
Cody, Dustin, and Omega.
Yeah. So for me, going into this whole thing, my plan, my idea was that Cody was going to turn on Dustin. I've said it mad times. I was wrong, of course. But no, you sending me that picture let me know that he didn't turn on Dustin.
See, I didn't even think about that part.
Yeah. But
damn, I didn't even think about the turning part. I just thought you were talking about who won the match.
No. No. Going into the match, no. I would have if we were taking guesses, I would have guessed the Young Bucks would have won just as a more cohesive team. And plus Dustin being on the back end of his career, he's looking to put people over, but also show that he can still go, which he can definitely still go. The match itself was fun, though. It was a fun match, which is what we expected. Got competitive, got heated, got tight. Some of the, and this is me picking nits again, but just in the structure of the match, some of the, like the double power slam spot, the double uppercut spot, the double super kick spots, they got kind of like, okay, we get it.
Loosen up that and get rid of it.
Yeah. No. But otherwise, like I said, just me picking nits, man. It was a fun match. Young Bucks taking it over Cody and Dustin.
Hey, but straight up though, man, I feel like we can nitpick about this because we're not super critical about this AEW. We're
gonna have to dig in on them, yeah.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because it's new. It's fucking fresh. So and to be honest with you, I feel like this is what they want people to do.
Talk about the product
on this stuff. But just to be completely honest, be heartfelt about it, not just be some fucking joker in the crowd,
right?
Saying, "Oh, they did that wrong," people that actually watch it and fucking see it, and
there was one part of the presentation, and I've joked about WWE saying ass now, like they're trying to be like adult. At the AEW show, especially during that 6-man tag, but even a couple more times throughout the night, I must have counted 17 middle fingers. We get it. You're adults, middle fingers. Okay, I get it. Don't try so hard. We get it. You're the alternative. You're going to do things a little differently. Again, picking nits, but it was okay, it kind of took me out of it. Okay, another middle finger, cool.
Somebody get their middle finger broken. Break that finger. Rip it off. Or bite it.
Rip it off.
What was his name?
Bite it.
That motherfucker that was biting MJF.
Who bit
Fuck.
MJF? Jungle Boy? Luchasaurus?
No, it was that other dark motherfucker.
Jimmy Havoc.
Yeah, bite his fucking finger
Mad
off,
middle
Havoc.
fingers. And Jimmy Havoc was one of the main guilty ones with the middle fingers, the excessive gestures.
See, it's been a bit since I watched it, but you know what I'm saying, bite that motherfucker off if it's getting put in your face, you know?
Yeah, I hear you.
Break that some bitch. Shove it up his ass or something.
Shove it up his ass. Break it off. Shove it up his ass. Oh shit, man. Yeah, man. But no, another good showing, man, of AEW branded wrestling. Kenny Omega and Shima had a fun one. SCU and the Lucha Brothers had a fun one.
SCU, hell yeah.
Yeah, they're fun. Lucha Brothers challenging Young Bucks to a ladder match at All Out, which is going to be crazy.
All Out is going to be bonkers, dude.
Yeah, man. So what's set for now? So Chris Jericho and Hangman Adam Page for the title. We've got Cody and Shawn Spears. We've got Kenny Omega, Jon Moxley. We've got the tag team ladder match.
Jericho and
that's the I'll say that
Hangman.
first. Yep, 7 first.
Oh shit.
So that's the man. It's looking strong. It's looking very, very strong heading into All Out.
Buy that one.
Say it again.
Definitely gonna have to buy that one.
I hear you. We may have to actually let those matches count. What do you say? You want to do it? You want to do a prediction show for them too? Yeah, let's do it, man.
High five.
I'm with it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys heard it here.
Yep, heard it here first. So we'll count that one. That's what, August 31st. Yep.
August 31st.
So yeah, man. Let's make it shake. They've got a hell of a card shaping up as they get ready to start on TNT in October. I don't think they've announced any more shows between August and October. Maybe they just take that time to build up the name via the YouTube series or what. But I'm rolling, man. I'm rolling. I believe there's an announcement coming, and it may have happened by the time you hear this, but an announcement coming as far as AEW goes. I believe they
Wednesday
teased the
night.
announcement. Okay, so it's coming then. Okay, absolutely.
No. I'm saying. I mean, Wednesday night is the night for AEW on TNT. That's already set.
Oh, so that was the announcement.
No. I mean, that was just like a little thing. But yeah, no, that's already Wednesday Night Dynamite. That's.
Oh, okay, no, I did not know that.
Shit.
I did not know that. Okay. So I'm rolling. Yeah, I'm rolling. Is there anything else we've missed?
I don't think so.
I think we kind of hit it all. Where did you see? Because I'm actually looking at. I didn't see anything about Wednesday Night Dynamite, but yeah, I'll take your word.
It's on our site.
Ouch. Say it again.
It's on our site.
Gotcha.
I haven't hit the columns.
The calm before the storm. Okay, what I'm reading is, along with the premiere day, it's believed the show will air Wednesdays since TNT often has NBA on Tuesdays and Thursdays, which makes sense. Yeah, that's what we were saying before.
Gotcha.
NBA dominates Tuesdays and Thursdays on TNT, so Wednesday does make sense. So what? Monday? So we talked about NXT being competition. It's going to air the same time as NXT.
I know, and there's been talks of NXT going to FS1.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. I don't know how I feel about that just yet.
Well, I mean, as of right now, for me straight up, I'm gonna have to record AEW.
Yeah.
I mean, NXT's a whole, like, we haven't talked about NXT all tonight, but everybody knows how we talk about NXT.
Yeah.
It is top fucking notch.
I hear you. I think I'd watch AEW live since NXT is on demand.
Yeah, fuck what I just said. You're 100% right on that.
My bad. I didn't mean
No, facts.
I hear you. Yeah, and we've got TakeOver coming soon too. We got some big shows coming up, man, in the month of August.
And full 3. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So, man, I think we've hit on everything. Unless there's anything else left for you to expound on.
The only thing I can think of is everybody wish me luck when I go down to New Orleans this week, and hopefully I don't get ate by no fucking gators.
Not at all. Gators will be scared of you.
Well, I'm hoping
they'll be
go
lining
on
up for autographs.
Airboat trip.
Yeah.
Hopefully hop on one of them fucking airboats. Hell
yeah. Hell.
I might just feel wild enough to try and go wrestle a gator. Shit.
I got my money on you, player.
My man.
Big Ren, let them know they can reach you on the social medias.
Alright, y'all. Yeah, you guys can find me on Snapchat. It moffed up 316 MAAFFHHDUP 316. You can also find me on then you can also find me on Twitter and Instagram at amoffucka, A_MAAFHUCKA.
No doubt. Hit me on Twitter at Juvie Desayuno, JUVIDESAYUNO. Hit me on the Instagrams at Juvie Desayuno, JUVIDESAYUNO. Follow the show page on Twitter at The Hard Camera, spelled like it should be spelled. Facebook.com/Juve, and search The Hard Camera on the YouTube. Get the entire archive of The Hard Camera. Appreciate y'all rocking with us, man. Episode 43 of The Hard Camera. Like I said, we've got a lot coming in August with SummerSlam, with TakeOver, with All Out. And once more, by the time you hear us next time, I will have made a big drive and moved again as I continue being a nomad, continue being a ninja.
Nomad Life.
Yeah, I mean, for life. Speaking of for life, I just remembered I saw that I sent you that picture of Booker T giving Florida Man the crazy eye. If you follow on Instagram, I'm going to put that picture in the post just for a little bonus content, man. We try to give a little incentive there. It's hilarious. It's hilarious.
Hey, Booker T is never backing down, and I'm 100% with him.
Listen, he called Hulk Hogan a nigga in 1997. I'm rolling.
Yeah.
So.
And then we had the shit. Yeah, we all know you had the shit.
He told him he was coming. He said he was coming for Hogan.
Hey, dude, what if we get a Hogan Taker match?
Shit. Man,
and with the right person win.
Nah, nope. Nope. Strike it from the record.
No.
Yo,
hey,
man. Yo, man. I am your guy, Jude. That is my tag team partner, Big Ren the Legendary. Together we are Private Party. Until next time, we will see y'all next time.
Adios, amigos.
Salute.